I mean, women cannot be pastors unless you're one of the rare denominations or groups that allow women to be pastors or music leaders. It's very much shamed in the churches I've been in. Women are basically trained to serve men. Marriage, being a missionary, a teacher, and women teach, they don't preach. If a woman preaches, you're fired. They actually fired a music leader who was a female, who was very more masculine in what you would call her personality, even though womanhood is a spectrum. These Christians would call her more masculine than more feminine, and they fired her because she wasn't a man. It didn't matter that she was the best music leader in 7 churches I've been to, that she had a calling, a gift, education. They fired her because she was a female. That is the rampant sexism that churches permeate. They teach it. I mean, teaching women to dress modestly. Right there, they're already telling you you're inferior. Women are always taught to take responsibility for everyone's behavior. If something bad happens to a woman, or someone in leadership abuses their authority and there's misconduct, the woman is always blamed, the man's forgiven. If forgiven at all, because sometimes they don't even admit there's something to forgive. I've been at those churches. Women are always subordinate. Women do not make decisions in any of the churches I went to. Now, if you're on specific spiritual boards, you might be able to vote. Well, if you have a job in the church that's specifically female-oriented, that might be on the board of elders, even though she's not an elder. I know there was a woman or two that went to the meetings because they were in charge of landscaping or the food pantry or family events. Women could vote being on that board, but they were not in positions of authority. They just ran certain departments, even though there was probably nobody below them, so they wouldn't be called a leader. And women always have to follow what men do. Women are always held to a higher standard. Men always blame women for every problem. If a man, like a pastor, does something bad, they usually blame his wife. If a pastor does misconduct, they blame his wife and they blame the woman he preyed on. There's no accountability. If somebody acts in a way where misconduct happens, not only should they be fired, they should be sued, and their ability to be a leader should be removed entirely. I mean, his license to preach should be revoked, and if anything happened beyond harassment, he should be in prison. But rarely does that ever happen. Church perpetuates an environment where survivors don't report either to the church, and sometimes churches even talk victims and survivors out of reporting crimes. And if a wife does report her husband to the police for domestic violence,